it's Harriet Morris, the eating coach, and this is my Be Seen Diary part 2. It's the 18th of December 2022. I've got my fur jacket, fake fur jacket obviously on, because it's freezing. We've just had the end of a terrible cold snap. So what's happened this week? Two very interesting things happened this week. The second thing, but it's better to tell you this first, is I went to this women's business networking meeting, and what was really interesting is the leader, Alex, said to everyone, what's your word for 2023? And everyone came up with all these words, and I thought, be seen, don't say it, Harriet, don't say it, don't say it. And then I realised that I just really needed to. So finally, after everyone else had spoken, I said, me. And I said, it's be seen. And I started to explain about this project in these videos. But in saying it, I came up with I feel like I just only realised it while I was saying it. And that one of the things I want to do is to neutralise in my head certain things that I've taken on board from society. And one of those things is all of the meanings that have been thrust onto me as a woman, the meanings that my body is carrying. I'm sure men have this as well, but I'm coming at this from a very personal point of view here. So I made a list here of some of these meanings that don't belong to us, but somehow we have just accepted them. So first of all is self-control versus greediness. So thinness is self-control, fatness is greediness. Acceptability or not, and the or not bit is shame, isn't it? So if you have a certain body shape, then you're acceptable in the eyes of society. If not, you're not. And what's very interesting about that is virtually everyone has bought into the idea that their body is not acceptable, okay? They believe that, if I only lost so many more pounds, I would look more acceptable. And shame is an incredibly stressful thing to go through, and it can actually lead people to overeat. So can you see the vicious circle here of this? Other meanings that society's thrust onto body size: hard work versus laziness, age versus youth, self-control, lack of self-control, intelligence and stupidity, depending on what your body size is. And then, and this is the hardest thing, I think, for a lot of women, is sexual availability, because by having a female body shape, the idea that you are sexually available has been thrust onto so many of us, with disastrous consequences. So that is something that I think that is very difficult, because what women have got going on is that they've been told, if you are thinner, then you're more acceptable, and then there's all, you're more intelligent, you've got more self-control, you have more value. So that's, I suppose, that should have been the overarching thing, is thinness is value, and not thinness is not valued. But at the same time, there's this undercurrent going on, and that women we've had all our lives, which is all these men who take upon themselves to decide that we are sexually available because we are women, because we have a woman's body. And there's all the other things going on in society around how women's bodies are used. So can you see this conflict there between, this is your value, but also society would like you to be pleasing to men in that way? And I think that it certainly caused an awful lot of problems for me, and I see it causing a lot of problems for women, and they're not even aware of it, I think. So what I didn't say all of this in such a clear, clear way as I've said it now. But what I came out with at the end was this really impassioned feeling of, you know what, when I'm out there in the world and I'm talking and I'm making videos and I'm doing my work, or I'm going down the pub and I'm just out there, you know what I want my body to mean? 2 Joanna blogs out there in the street. I want it to mean absolutely nothing. And then if I'm in a different situation and I want it to have a different meaning, then that's my choice. And I can show up in different ways like that if I want to do that. And what I want is, if other people want to interpret my body in certain ways, I want it to be like, I don't care. That's fine. You do that. I do not want it to come into me. And that's why I'm doing this project, because I have taken on so much shame about my body. And this project is a way of going, no, I'm not doing it. I am letting it go. I have become very good at letting go of a lot of shame, so around my eating and a lot of the things internally I spoke about in the last episode, the podcast episode I made, not the last episode, the last video, the podcast episode I made about my body is my long lost twin. So on an interior level, that is really happening. So this is it's like the second half of it. So it's super exciting. So what happened as a follow on to that is, so last week I said I'm going to put a full length picture in every video. So what happened is I got my friend to take a picture of me when we were out, and it went in the last week's video. Anyway, as I was I needed to get the picture from my phone to the video, and lazy techie here, the easiest way to do it is to post it from my phone to Facebook, and then but do it privately, because I looked at the picture and went, I hate this picture. And I think that's really important for me to tell you. I'm not going to stand here and go, everything's great, it's all fantastic. I'm going to be honest when I go, oh dear, I really hated that picture, right? So I thought, I know, I'll post it to Facebook, but privately you can change the settings. Anyway, I got distracted while I was in the process of doing it. Didn't get a chance, went downstairs, came up, I thought, oh, it's time to post it, but make sure you post it privately. I went to Facebook and the first notification said, 3 people like your picture. And I'm like, what? And I had, unbeknownst to myself, I'd posted it publicly. I think I clicked something, I hadn't realised or something. And then I thought, should I get rid of it? And then I thought, no, Harriet, this is life. This is exactly what you wanted. It is being seen. You can't be seen in a way that is, acceptable to your shame-based brain. Just do it. This is an invitation from life, so I left it. Anyway, so I don't know, at the moment, I think I've got something like 15 comments go, lovely photo, and I have something like 45 likes. I think it's hilarious. And so what I realised from that is that the place that I'm my first step with looking at these pictures of myself is I want to just be able to feel neutral. I want to look at them and go, okay, it's not the greatest picture, but I'm happy to post it. And that action starts to kill the shame. So we're not looking to go, God, I love every single full length picture of myself. No. Let's be realistic. Okay, so that's it for today. I'll be back within the next week, and I will take a full length picture. What I did do actually was I tried to cheat. With the taking the picture. I took a picture in a shower screen because it looked all fuzzy and you could hardly see it. And I looked at it and I went, no, that's cheating. So I might well put that one in so you can see what my cowardly full length picture is. But I will get somebody to take a picture of me today because I'm going out, and I'll post that here. It'll be on this video today. So cheers.